talking about it for 2 years in Flower Circus talks. It's finally time for the flower parade here in Holland. We're at the moment in Sassenheim, where all the big carts are being built. Actually, some of them are being built by the flower designers from Flower Circus, you know. So I just want to show you around today. So we really start now with the beginning, or not really the beginning, because the carts are already being built previous to this. But here you can see the start, where they start putting the flowers onto the carts, the hyacinths and all the other flowers. It's an unbelievable job that has to be done just within a couple of days, and let me explain you more about how that goes. All those colors, the bright colors you see on those cards, are made out of flowers. And there are mainly 3 types of flowers that are being used. It's the tulip, the hyacinth and the daffodil. And maybe more important, you need loads of them. A shipload of flowers. They are directly picked from outside from the fields, and then they are brought inside and then processed by all the volunteers. There are hundreds of volunteers helping out to make this Flower Parade 2022 a big success again. And they are sorting them by color, they are putting pins in them, and of course having a cup of coffee. Here you can see the pins. This is how they attach them directly to the foam. There's no water needed because it's only for a couple of days. And by attaching them with the pins, they stay stuck. And every municipality has its own cart. So the whole region, the bulb district, has their own cart. And everybody comes up with their own design. And every year there's a different theme. And every municipality figures out something on that theme. So that makes it really nice to see all those different interpretations of the theme. People working 2 days straight out from early morning until late at night, just to make sure everything gets ready in time, which is an unbelievable job. But if you see how many flowers are used there, some carts even use over 200,000 of those flowers just to get all the colors on the cart. It's an amazing job. And those flowers are picked from the fields, as I said before. They're not for flower production, those fields are for bulb production. And now those flowers are being used for a good cause, for the beautiful flower parade. And now it's time to show you the results of the hard work, that labor that the designers did, all the volunteers did the last days, or some even the last months, with all the preparations and everything. And these are the cars that are gonna drive around this weekend. It's unbelievable how beautiful they are. And sometimes it's just better not to say anything and just sit back and enjoy the beauty of those flowers. And can you imagine the nice weather in Holland, the blue skies, and then these cars driving around in this district. So it's not only the big designs on those cards, you also have the smaller designs, the pieces, the arrangements, also with a lot of bulb flowers in there, with lilies, fritillarias, Xanthodacia, tulips of course as well. So it makes it really nice. Great one from the Rabobank, the local bank, with the bees, with a beehive. The bees flying around over the cart, looking for the honey. Also all the colors really nice, even with the Eremurus here as well. The sunflowers, the lilies. Also great to see how they use the bulbs in their design as well. this one I really liked as well, with the swans. And if you have a closer look at the swans, if you look at the wings, before we go to the noses, and it already looks really nice. But the wings, they have real feathers on them as well on the edges. That makes it really interesting. Just look at the amount of hyacinths that is used here in this arrangement. These boots are made for walking, as they say. Also made with hyacinths and bulbs, and some details with the daffodils. And here you can see the pins, again used to put the bulbs in place. These are the tulip bulbs, so nothing goes to waste. Small ship for the driver, so he drives the car around. This is of the municipality of Teylingen. You can see it's already an old one, 1813. And the combination of the hyacinths and then some fresh flower arrangements, Gloriosa there. This one is made by Michael van Hamen, also one of the flower magicians. And look at it, with all the creatures from the sea, all the fish and the seahorses. This one is really amazing.
All right, hello everyone. Welcome to the flower parade. Of course, this is my design with the group that we created together. This beautiful project. I always want to do something from my childhood. I was crazy about the Little Mermaid. Everyone knows the Disney story. We cannot make a Disney story because it's protected. So I want to do the fishes and the octopus. So this is with the seahorse, the beautiful seahorse, and everything is in a little detail. The anthuriums, the vanda's, the Lycianthus van der Lucht. We have beautiful flowers from Van de Vijver. It's a wholesale company in Rijnsburg. And we did it with 55 people together. So it's really a team effort. Very happy with this one.
Thank you. And how many flowers do you think there are on the card?
That's a really interesting question. There are of the hyacinths and the narcissus. There are little small flowers, of course, and they do it with a pin every time in the foam. There are 145,000 of those little small flowers, and after that, there are almost 4,000 of just the stem flowers that we decorate in the arrangements. So yeah, unbelievable. Enjoy it.
What you see in this design is that they used more other flowers as well, just to get a bit more contrast, like the anthuriums here, the seahorse. And together with the bicolored aspidistra, this really makes a nice look. For the designs he used also oleum, so it really fits well in the underwater world. The amount of details that you can find on those cards. Just if you look carefully, like these goggles for the diver. Just pinned one by one, so to get the great detail. And this was an enormous amount of work to get those strings with the Anthurium, the Lysianthus together. Here we got another cart, ice skating. Here we can see where the driver sits, so we can drive the carts around with a seagull. And underneath the seagull some nice arrangements as well with tulips, limonium, gerberas. Unlike other carts, this one has a tractor in front of it to drive. The big pots are made with hyacinths or decorated with hyacinths, and even some hyacinths are in the trees. And a big heart at the end of the cart. It's not only the big cars that are being decorated, there are also luxury cars that are being decorated with arrangements like this. Isn't it amazing? Those cars are for the sponsors, and they got some really nice designs. As you can see, this almost hysterical design with the pampas grass, the painted anthuriums. There are painted roses in there as well. It really matches the color of the car. This design as well with painted phalaenopsis in there. Some huge monstera leaves. Agapanthus. Unbelievably nice Lysianthus and Delphiniums. This almost looks like a mohawk on the car. With the strelitzias on top. This one is really festive with a mask and the pampas grass. And with the eyes done like the big carts, the same technique. Even decorated some old buses. It was not only cars, even scooters, and not only scooters, they also did some bicycles actually. But I think it's good to go back to the big cars and show you more. And talking about details, look at this basket of the hot air balloon, the details. Another card from, I think it's Haarlem. Yeah, it's the sign of Haarlem. This spring not only butterflies in our stomachs, but also on this beautiful cart of the municipality of Hillegom. All butterflies all over the cart. Amazing. And even the details, again, making butterflies with those details. Even the eyes are there of the butterfly. Looking more and more at it, you find more and more details as well. Look at how they used the leucospermum there. Really looks like a spring garden, especially with the fritillarias around as well, the anemone and the alliums. This one is of the next municipality, the municipality of Noordwijk. Noordwijk embraces love. Here we have the typical Delft blue puppets kissing each other. I mean, love is in the air. We have seen the butterflies in our stomachs. We have not seen them, but we have seen the butterflies on the carts. And now they're kissing ladies here, so I mean, the love of flowers is everywhere. And those kissing puppets will be turning around while the car is driving. This makes it even more fun to see. And this cart is of the Keukenhof, the world famous park Keukenhof. They have their own cart as well, with an enormous Red Bull. It's the first cart pulling the bus that's behind it. And it's a really bright bus with floral drawings are all around it. Floral drawings made out of flowers, so that's double special. And going back to the cart with the hot air balloons. Really creative how they made this and how they created the air, or the clouds around the hot air balloons. With the lilies, the gypsophila, the amaryllis, gerberas. Now to another one. Unfortunately, I had an interview with Tineke Geerlings. She's the designer of this cart, but it was unfortunately without sound. My bad, something went wrong. But look at this. It's unbelievable what they did. And again, the details. If you're gonna see this cart this weekend, just walk around it a couple of times, because there are so many things going on this cart. In front we have the Indian, and behind the Indian You've got the Indian horses there running away into the freedom. The horses partly made with the hyacinths, partly decorated with the bulbs. And around the horses, some great designs with gladioli, calla lilies and allium. There's even a bonfire at the end of the cart. This one with the birds is from a local chain of hotels and restaurants, which have this bird in their logo. And it's really fun how one comes out of the egg and others are escaping their cage. And look at again the details, making the shades. Here you can see the birds escaping from the cage, because as you can see, the door of the cage is opened. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have the possibility, visit this great parade. Finally it's happening again. 2 years without this floral parade. We'll be driving around in the bulb district in Holland, Noordwijk, Haarlem. On Sunday it will be in Haarlem. You can visit it there all day. You can see all this beauty. And hope you enjoyed this video as well. If you want to see more of those videos of us showing you around in Holland, please follow us, like and subscribe. And hope to see you next week again. And don't forget, the first Friday on May we have a great online show again. So hope to see you there. Thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you next time.